Srinagar, or as the international papers call it, the Venice of the East, depends and thrives on its vast valleys and prevailing glacial and fluvial lakes. Take this huge one as a formidable example, the second largest in Jammu and Kashmir by dimensions, but economically far more critical. This lake is Srinagar's jewel, the famous Dal. While one drives by the margins of the lake, the scenery mesmerizes. Gentle teal slopes against an expanse of viridian reflective surface. The east bank of Jhelum harbors a large wetland at a surprising 1500 meters altitude. Gardens and orchards have adorned the lakeside highways since ancient times. Lining streets are therefore very accurately called Boulevard Road. It blooms with colors against the backdrop of Sri Shankaracharya Hill. Zabarwan Range runs around Dal as a curling pincer from three sides. Casting Jhelum on the center stage, Srinagar portrays her dual self. One lives on the land and the other thrives in the water. The street has designated ghats and colorful shikaras. For 100 INR, it is a taxi service to reach your houseboat or to leave for the land. Shikara is approximately 4 to 5 meters long and slender rowing boat with a spade-shaped wooden base, some with a canopy overhead to serve as a shade, while some are bare and open. We consider only a fraction of the giant when we talk about Dal and the houseboats. The true glory of the lake, though, can only be appreciated from atop. It has a catchment area of around 316 square kilometers, with an astonishing 18 square kilometers of the lake proper and 22 including the floating gardens. Dal reaches almost 6 meters deep into the porous basin, with water pouring in from the channels of Jhelum. Dal has causeways separating it into subsections. Some are more crowded with tourists while the others are secluded and expansive. The large crown with a bent head is the Lokud Dal, with the Hazratbal shrine on its left bank. Nishad Bagh and Chashme-Shahi stare at the elongated Bud Dal. At the foothills of Sri Shankaracharya Hills, the curved extension of Gagribal, and lastly, an independent lake on the westernmost side of the floating gardens is now the Nigin Lake. Lotuses and water lilies reclaim the rest of the wetland in favor of the land dwellers. This conquered land serves as a farm for aquatic plants and vegetation. Houseboats are moored along these raised lands and guests are ushered on board with woody piers. We are talking about the famous floating gardens of Dal Lake. Houseboats, or the famous Kashmiri floating palaces, are moored wooden boats with residential rooms on board.
ये जो हमारा हाउस बोट है ना, ये हमारा पुश्तैनी बिजनेस। तो यहाँ पे खाली 750 हाउस बोट थे रजिस्टर्ड।
Intricate wood carvings adorn the sliding gateways. Walnut wood serves as the main ingredient for decorative furniture. This is one of them, one of the Balmoral Castle group of houseboats. Inside is a separate drawing room, a dining hall, and 3 to 4 bedrooms with private restrooms. The walls and the floors are pinned with the flamboyant Kashmiri carpets. Houseboats are available for rent on standard accommodation services like Make My Trip or Airbnb. Seasonal prices range from 2,000 to 4,000 INR. Everything's afloat over Dal, be it a cafe, a post office, or even a moving tea point. One can buy trinkets and memorabilia while enjoying the lake with some snacks on hand. If that does not make you feel you're in Venice, then probably the floating market will. There's even a stretch of shops selling Kashmiri handicrafts and whatnot.
Fish kebab. Fish kebab, fish trout,
An evening ride on Shikara is a must for a complete Dal experience. The boat ride spans nearly 2 to 3 hours and would cost you nearly 1,200 to 1,500 bucks. It's wiser to plan it nearly at sunset hours to witness the lake grow darker as the sun fades behind the hills. Hours where we dwell, the artless village. Toils rest in the shade of tall chinars. Evening on Dal Lake.